Okay, so you've got your 6 petals and you've just come to the end. You did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to finish off with this color. So I just wanted to show you. You came to 5. You did the 5 single crochets and you had to skip one, and then remember you went into that one with a single crochet. So we're skipping this one, and then we're going to just slip stitch into that stitch and then bring your yarn through and finish that part off. So there you have this part of your flower done already. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start with a new color. I'm going with red. So I'm going to start with a slip knot, and now you can actually start anywhere, any tip of your flower. I'm going to just start where I finished off there, and you're going to slip stitch into this very tip. So you just have to separate it and see, because you don't want to go into the wrong place. I can see exactly where my tip is. I had done a chain and then I had done a single crochet. So I'm going to just go into that tip there, just slip stitch through. Okay, so now we've got our yarn attached there. So for this one you're going to do chain 2. I'm going to just pretend that that's my first slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 2, and then you're going to slip stitch in the same tip. So it's exactly the same as what you did before, except that you're doing 2 chains instead of 1. So it's a single crochet, 2 chains, single crochet in the same spot. Alright, then what we're going to do, at the tip you did a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Now in this row what we're doing is we're coming down, we're going to do 6 double crochet in the next 6. So in the very first one, there's your tip, there's the first stitch. You're going to do a double crochet, that's 1. In the next one, 2, 6. So that's 6 double crochet in each of the next stitches, just 1. Now in your next 3 you're going to do doubles. You're going to do 2 double crochets in each of the next 3. So this is going to be 1. In that same stitch you do 2. In the next one, this is number 2, you do 2 double crochets. 1, 2. So that should be 6 double crochets in those 3. Just give you this fullness on your petal. Then you're going to do 2 single crochets, so 1, 2 single crochets, and then you're going to skip this one. So you're going to just work in these straight ones. So that one is going to be skipped and that one's going to be skipped. So then you're going to do 4 single crochets. So skip that one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to skip this one, skip that stitch. So be careful, but you're going to skip this one, and then you're going to go into this one, and you're going to do the same thing on this side, 2 single crochets. Now you've got your doubles, so you're just reversing what you did here. So in the pattern I'm really showing you from tip to tip to go down and come up. So if you're following the pattern, just so you don't get confused. So going up, it's 2 double crochets there, 2 double crochets in this same stitch, and you're doing that for 3 stitches. So another one here, and then you're going to do 6 double crochets up to your tip, and hopefully we have 6, because then I know I'm correct. That's 1, 2, and that's 6. So it's a little bit frilly, but don't worry, it does pan out. It just looks a bit frilly. So let me do one more tip to tip with you, just so that you have it. And like I say, in the pattern I'm showing you from this tip to this. I'm showing you to go down there, across, and go up, just so you don't get confused. Okay, so now to get into our tip, you're just going to, and remember, go in the right spot. They're the 2 that I did in one stitch. You're going to do a single crochet in there, and this one was chain 2, and single crochet in the same place again. Then it's 6 double crochets, and with this you're going into your very next stitch, which is here. That's your first one. 1, don't miss that 6. And then remember, our next 3 ones we're doubling up, so you're going to do double crochet in there and a double crochet in the same one and double crochet in the same one. And your next 2 stitches are single crochet, so single crochet there, single crochet there, and then you're skipping one, you're skipping this middle one. That's bringing our work in, skipping that one, and you're going to go across 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, skip this one and go into your next one, and this was 2 single crochets here, 1, 2, and then remember you got to do your doubles here each. So when you go up, you're reversing it. So that's 2, 2, and then you should be able to get your 6 double crochets up. 1, 6, and yes, I made it again. Thank goodness. Now I've got to find my tip over there, and you're going to slip stitch in your tip, chain 2, and slip stitch in that very same tip. And then you're just going to keep repeating this until you have all your... I'm going to finish mine now. I'm going to keep coming around and I'm going to meet you back here. I've come to the bottom here. A little bit of a tricky part. So what I'm going to do is show you. Now you had your 2 single crochet, you skipped one, and then you did 4 single crochets, which means you have to skip one to come from the top and just count down. There's your tip. Now you had to go into your very first stitch after the tip. 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets were down. The next 3 were 2 double crochets each, and then you had 2 single crochets. So this looks like it's going to work over here because I just had to skip one and then do 2 single crochets. So it's going to work if I just go into this stitch over here. So that's just a way for you to see, just to be accurate, how you can do this, because otherwise you might have thought, okay, let's skip this and go in here. Well, that's not going to work. So your best is that you're going to skip over this one and then you're going to go into here. So you're going to go into here with your next single crochet and single crochet, and then it was 2 double crochets in this one, 2 double crochets in the 6 double crochets all the way up. And before you do them, you can count 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm exactly right. And just you can do some foresight, you know, have a look and see all my stitches fit. And odds are they should. If you've gone around correctly, then they should work. 6. And now we're going to be working in the top of our tip again. So I'm just going to go into, so this is where we join. So you do have a little bit of a difference in your stitch. So that's why I thought I would just show you. So now you're just going to go into your join. Now you want to find out exactly where it is. And there your tip is over here. So just make sure that you are going into the tip and it's right over here, because else it's going to be hard for you to find your next stitch. And I'm going to do a single crochet because we'll just do 2 chain again. It gives you a bit of an easier place to see. And then you're going to single crochet in the same place again. So this tip is the same as the other one, where you do single crochet, chain 2. What you're doing is you're going to double crochet in 12. So I just want to show you so you can actually see properly. This is my tip. Now the best way to do this is separate your 2. You can see these 2 have been done in the same stitch, just so you can see where your next stitch is. That this is not your next stitch here. This is your next stitch. It is a bit confusing, but this piece of strand here kind of confuses you a bit and makes you think, okay, that's there. Just see where your 2 stitches are. No, those are the 2 stitches that make up your tip, which means your next stitch will have to be this one. And that's throughout your work, just so you know. So now we're going to do 12 double crochets going down, all the way down. Once again, I'm showing you from the tip down and then up your petal. So that's 1, 2, so you did 12 all the way down. Now what you're going to do is you're going to be decreasing, because we need this to come in over here. So in your next 3 single crochets you're going to decrease, and you're going to decrease with a double crochet. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to pretend that you're double crocheting and you're going to go into your next stitch, which is over here, because you can see this one is where your stitch went in. You're going to go in and go through the first 2 loops. That's 1. Yarn over, go into the next stitch and go through 2 loops. That's 2. and you're going to do it one more time in the next stitch, through 2, and then you're going to go through all 4 loops. So I've done a double crochet decrease with these 3 single crochets. Now you're going to do it again. So yarn over, go into your next stitch, and be sure where your next stitch is. Don't go into the same one that you just did. Go through 2 loops, yarn over, next stitch, bring up a loop and go through 2 loops, and one more time in your next stitch, go over 2 loops, and then you're going to take all 4 loops off in one go. And now we're going to do this one more time. See, and it's bringing our work in here, because somehow you have to bring it in. You can't just keep going. Okay, one more time. In the next 3 you're going to do yarn over, bring through 1 section, go into the next one, bring through the next 2, yarn over in the next one. Whoops. Go through 2 and then go through all 4. Okay, so now we've decreased 3, and you can see your 3 decreases here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go up, so we have to go into the next 12. And if you're not sure where your next stitch is, once again you can count beforehand, but I should be good. And you're going to go into the next 12. There's your next stitch over here. So that's number 1, 2, 11, 12. And remember, your stitch is right before your tip. That's where number 12 is, because this is your next stitch there. So these are your 2 next stitches. So I'm good to go there. And you're going to do this all the way around, and I can show you one more time. I'll come up to the tip and I'll do it one more time. Good to go. Let me show you one more time. You're going to go into this stitch, you're going to chain 2 and go into your tip again, and this is your next stitch. And this is how it's working with all your stitches. There's your next one, and you're going to do 12 double crochets down. This is number 12. Now we're going to decrease over, go into your next stitch, which is right over here, come over 2, keep those on. That was 1, 2, 3, and then through on the third one you go through all 4. So double crochet, first one, just go through the 2, double crochet, next one, go through 2, double crochet, next one, go through 2, and then go through all 4 loops. And you do that 3 times. So we've got one more, and then through all of these, and then you're going to go up your petal with 12. And that's it for this stitch. And then I'll come back and show you this round. We've come to the end where we did 12 double crochets, and we're going to go into our tip. Except I'll show you how to do it a different way when you're joining your yarn. So I'm simply going to take this yarn and just fold it over and go into my tip and bring this one through both of them. And there I have my join. I just like showing you different ways so you can choose which you prefer. And then you just have to pull these 2 in like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have to do a single crochet in this same spot here. So single crochet, and then we're going to, this is the same, chain 2 and single crochet in the same spot. So that's our tip. So your tips are always the same. Alright, so now what we're going to do, and as you can see, these are your 2 here, so I'm not going into this stitch. Be careful there. They're your 2. This is the stitch you're going into. Just separate your 2 so you know. And in this one, we're going to start off by doing 5 double crochets. So there's my next stitch. So it's 5 doubles. 1, so it's 5 double crochets. And then I'm doing trebles. Then I'm going to do 5 trebles. So you're going to wrap your yarn around twice. Go into your stitch, go through 2, 2, and 2. Okay, so you're going to do 5 of these. Yarn around twice into your stitch, through 2 loops, through 2 loops, and through 2 loops. Yarn over, whoops, through 2, through 2, through 2. And we're doing 5 of those, and I've got 1, so you've got your 5 double crochets and then your 5 trebles. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So 1 double crochet, then you're going to skip the next stitch and do a single crochet. Then you're going to do a double crochet together, decreasing these 2. So 1 double crochet, decrease at the bottom. Now you've got to reverse it, doing a single crochet, skip 1, and then remember it was a double crochet. And then you did your 5 trebles. That's 1, 5 trebles, 2, and then you had 5 doubles. And I usually make sure that I'm going to get 5 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm good to do them. And this is what you're going to do on your next round, all the way around your petals. Your tip with a single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and then you're going to go into your next stitch. So there are my 2 for the top, so the next stitch ends up being this. So it's 5 double crochets, 5 trebles. Then we did 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, skip 1, 1 single, and then you did a double crochet together. So double crochet these 2 together. Sorry, my pencil. Double crochet those together, and then it was a, see, I have to think now, single crochet, skip 1, double crochet, and then you did the same thing going all the way up, your 5 trebles, and then your 5 trebles and 5 double crochets, and just keep doing this all the way around, and I'll meet you back. So you came all the way up here and we're back at our tip. Now what you're going to do is the same thing. You go into your tip and do a single crochet, chain 2, and then single crochet. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 double crochets all the way down. So 10 of these again, 1, 10 2, double crochets, and then we're going to double crochet together 2. So watch out for where your stitch is. My stitch is right over there, so I'm going into this one. So I'm going to do a double crochet and another double crochet and do them together. So that's 1 there, and I'm going to do another one over here and over here, and then 1 more, 1 in here, go through 2, and 1 in there, go through 2, and bring them up. And that's brought your work in nicely again. And then you're going to go up and do your next 10. Let's make sure that we do have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's what you're going to do on the next stitch. I'll show you one more time how to do it, and this will be your second last step. There's one more step as far as I know. That's 1, 2, 10. And you go into your tip, chain 2 in your tip, and then 10 stitches down. That's 1. And now what we did was, so you're going to double crochet the next 2 together. 1, 2, double crochet the next 2 together, and double crochet the next 2 together, and then you go all the way up again with your 10. It should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's what you're going to do on this row, and you do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. So we finished with row 9, where we did 10 double crochets all the way up to your tip, and now you're going to do the same thing that you've been doing for your tip, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in the tip. Now for row 10, what you're going to do is you're going to do 7 single crochets all the way down. So you just find your next stitch and do 7. So that's 1 and 7, and then you're going to do 2 double crochets. So you have 1, 2 double crochets, and then you're going to single crochet together 3 times. So the next 2 will be single crochet together. So that's 1 and 2. Well, that's 1 stitch there. So let me show you again. It's in there, just pull it through in there, and then pull through all 3. That's the second one. Now 1 more in there, in the next stitch, and through all 3. So we've got 3 of those. Then you're going to do 2 double crochets up the leaf, 1, 2, and then you've got your 7 single crochets all the way up to the tip of that leaf. So I mean your flower petal, 1 and 7, and you just do this all the way around like we've been doing until you come to the end, and we're going to do the same tip, and we're going to get ready for our last row. So I'll meet you back at this point again and show you how to do your last row. So you finished your second last row, and this is now going to be our last row, and you've come to your tip again. So you're going to do the exact same thing, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Now for this row, what I want you to do is we're going to slip stitch down 5. So just remember to separate your 2 from your 2 stitches for your tip there, and then go into the next stitch, and you're going to slip stitch. Now slip stitch, you just go right through, and that's, you're going to do 5 of those, 1, 2, 5 of those, and then you're going to single crochet in the next 4. So you're going to do 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to do 4 trebles. So treble is twice around, so that's 1, and then you're going to single crochet 4, going back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch 5 in your last 5 to the tip. So 1 and 5 in that one, and then just keep doing this all the way, and then we've got our tip again, which you're going to keep doing the same thing, single crochet, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and just keep doing the same thing. I'm always showing you, like I told you earlier, from the one tip going down to your next tip. That's how I'm showing you. So just keep doing that all the way, and when you come to your end, you'll just slip stitch in your last stitch by your tip. When you come to the end, I'll show you, you'll be like this. You'll have finished, this stitch over here, and instead of actually doing the tip, so you wouldn't do the tip, you'll say you're right at the end now, just go into your tip and bring your yarn through, and then you'll be done. So what I'm going to show you next is the band that I decided to do, and the strap, I mean. So hold on, and I'll show you that in the next clip.